But one question that you may still find yourself troubled by, however, is what about when God appears to be the cause of our suffering? And you certainly wouldn't be alone in asking that question. In fact, far from looking to the Bible for our morality, these days we live in a culture that accuses the God of the Bible of immorality. Leading the charge is, of course, Richard Dawkins, who in true understated British fashion puts it this way: the God of the Old Testament is arguably the most unpleasant character in all fiction. A petty, unjust, unforgiving control freak, a vindictive, bloodthirsty ethnic cleanser, a misogynistic, homophobic, racist, infanticidal, pestilential, megalomaniacal, sadomasochistic, capriciously malevolent bully. Tell us how you really feel, Richard. If we want proof texts for Dawkins' view here, then actually we don't need to look far. We can turn to Deuteronomy chapter 20, which tells us, in the cities of these people that the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance, you shall not leave alive anything that breathes. Or what about Leviticus chapter 25? As for your male and female slaves whom you may have, you may buy male and female slaves from among the nations that are around you. What about Deuteronomy 21? When you go to war against your enemies and the Lord your God delivers them into your hands and you take captives, if you notice among the captives a beautiful woman and you're attracted to her, you may take her as your wife. What are we to make of shocking texts like these that we find in the Bible? How can this be the same God that said that every person is created in his image and therefore equal before him? Or how can this be the same God who is Jesus, the Jesus who tells us to love our enemies and to pray for those who persecute us? How can this be reconciled with the fact that in the New Testament, the Apostle Paul calls his slaves brothers and says there's neither Jew nor Greek, male nor female, slave nor free? These protests against the morality of the God of the Bible are absolutely crucial because the Christian God is supposed to be the same yesterday, today, and forever. So if we can't demonstrate that God has been good in the past, how can we trust him with today, let alone forever?